Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or bad people. All right, this is mail time and Burgh unboxing. And to show you how bad my eyesight is, the mail was right across from me and I couldn't see it. So I'm in bad shape sometimes. All right, I've already taken the envelopes out, or taken the stuff out of the envelopes, and yet Amazon charged me a late fee, which I got to call them on because I made my payment on time. I'm getting a little tired of this. And so, what we have here, and this is also a Burgh unboxing. We have everything from Mutual Omaha. Wanting me to buy life insurance, which will happen eventually, particularly if we ever get a stimulus check. Stanford Healthcare, Stanford Medicine. Like I'm going to go all the way to Stanford to get medical care. You know, it takes me hours to go to UCSF. For God's sakes, I'll get my Bank of America statement. My Amazon store card statement. And the Capital One statement. And that's it for the mail, except for the two catalogs, which one of whom is falling apart. The Stoneberry catalog. Which immediately fell apart. That's just their name. It has nothing to do with berries. So don't make comments about stoneberries. And the other one in here somewhere is the LL Bean catalog, which fell down. I kept picking it up. All right, now to the Burgh unboxing. There is another item coming in. I already opened this because I didn't know what it was. The guy came, knocked on the door, and took off. We have the blue air thing. Usually they're clear. And in here is my new air popper. The old one I accidentally threw away the top that holds the butter thing, but it also keeps popcorn from popping out. So this is the Brentwood Just for Fun popcorn popper. Pops loose kernels, butter melting tray, measuring scoop included, easy to clean removable parts. Recipes included, I never had that before. 8 cups in 2 minutes. No BPA plastics. Okay, so we'll open this up and see what's in here. And we have the usual plastic. Wrap. And we have all right, this is the thing where you put on top of the popper. And then we have the popper itself. And it's a lot smaller than the one I have. And I'm not seeing the scoop. It's supposed to be in the cover here. There it is. Okay. So we have this here. And you put the popcorn. And my favorite thing in the world probably is popcorn since I was a child. All right, put the popcorn in there. Put the lid on. The switch is on the side. It's just a simple on and off switch. And then you take the thing for the to melt the butter. In my experience, it's just better to put it in a dish and melt it in a microwave. So it does have a weird. It fits. It just fell inside. Hold on. Again, trying to do things one-handed isn't easy. Alright, this locks into place at least, so it doesn't fall like the other one. Okay, so you turn that on, and so I'm going to put that down. It's about half the size of the other one that I bought at Safeway. Okay, you get the instruction book. They have a white, yellow, and red. If I'd known that, I would have seen if I could have gotten a red one. It tells you what to do, how to before you use it. Measuring scoop, butter warming tray, popper cover, hot air inner popper, housing, power switch. Popping hints, you can make mini dark chocolate chips, mini marshmallows, grated Parmesan cheese in your popcorn, balsamic vinegar, sriracha hot sauce, curry powder and olive oil, lemon powder and olive oil. Oh, you add a tablespoon of the spices and it will coat it. Salt-free garlic powder, olive oil, chopped herbs, lemon zest, olive oil. And then they have it in Spanish. It's not really what I would call exactly a recipe. You just put one spoonful in there and let it pop. So that's it. By the way, I am not going to be discussing various controversial comments because all the last 9 of my live videos have been marked as not entirely suitable for all advertisers, and I'm rather tired of it. So please don't discuss bad people with certain websites, and we're not going to discuss politics or any of that stuff because they're basically demonetizing everything I talk about. I don't know if this is YouTube just going nuts because of what's going on or what, but I should be getting AdSense revenue from every live video, and I'm not. But seeing 9 in a row, not suitable for all advertisers, well, I'm not going to talk about anything controversial. So, yes, they are. But, so I'm going to talk about the weather. It was 40 degrees here tonight. It will be 37 by the end of the week. It was very cold last night, and I had trouble sleeping once I woke up, but 5:30 in the morning, and I'll ask you to bear with me because I woke up at 9:30. I am not awake. I am not a morning animal. I would never be a morning animal. And my eyes hurt. Excuse me, I'm going to put my... And I just did the brain MRI video live. The leg one I couldn't get to work. It kept going back to the brain. Curiously, that's not marked as not suitable, so go figure that one out. I guess I can show my brain all day, and it's good for all advertisers. So anyway, welcome, Brian. And, of course, it would be nice if people would donate to the channel, because if I get donations, I can get a check and pay for next month's cat food. And this morning at 9:30, Mama Cat and Kitten forgot where my email address was. And you could also, and I've never gotten one, PetSmart, Walmart, Petco, Chewy. I would love to have donations for the cats. Because I do feed, counting my 3, I feed 9 cats every day. And that gets rather expensive. And at the conclusion of this video, I will be going feeding Tiny One and Orangey. So you can send gift cards, checks, money orders to my mailing address, and this is my address for my P.O. Box, the only official The Guy from Pittsburgh address, not anything online. So Yes, the brain looked. I was really trying to see where my eyes were. It was just. Now there are companies. I can get a copy of this, and they will make a 3D model of my brain. What I'd like to do is get a model and put an LED, put a flashing LED light in there. This is my brain. So, um, too hot for TV. Yes. And I can't make the comment I'd want to make about the brain, so it would, because it would be political. So anyway, um, I got this Saturday, Friday, Saturday. Thinking it was Meals on Wheels, and then I will be getting at some point the other thing I ordered, and then Tuesday I will be paying for my new pressure cooker, and I'll be very happy to have it, and then I will go to Best Buy and pick it up, and that'll make a big difference when I'm eating. Yeah, I think they are, and the problem is I don't know of a way to appeal that, because I have had live videos for years and never had 9 of them in a row saying this is not suitable. So I haven't figured out a way. I haven't had time to look how you could dispute this. And you're normally, when you create a video, you say, when you do a manual video, you click off this, which is ridiculous. And you say, nothing in here is objectionable when you click thing, and then they monetize you. But these are happening like, boom, automatic. So I'm going to have to find out how to do this. And of course, the problem with YouTube, with what's going on, there's no one there to talk to. There never is. And they don't answer their emails. They're robotic. So it's very annoying. So, if I ever meet a congressman and say, well, you have hearings on why they are doing this with machine software and not having humans interact with people and screwing up their money, because I'm a small business like any other small business in America, technically. If it weren't for all these bans, I got $159 last month. That paid for a lot of cat food, and this month I'm getting nothing. So I really don't have much to say. I wasn't on yesterday because I was absolutely exhausted and kind of grumpy. On the way home, I had to go get cat litter because I ran out of cat litter, and I walked home with a shopping cart. Don't give me garbage about shopping carts. I cannot carry 28 pounds of cat litter in my arms because this arm will not let me carry heavy stuff. And I'm in the electric wheelchair, and when I stand out in the cold waiting for the bus, it makes me go to the bathroom. So I get to Safeway, I wheel the cart back to the bathroom, and I wheeled it up to see if there's any bargains on the bargain shelf and the markdown shelf. There isn't. I back it up, and some woman comes out of the bathroom, or so I thought. Never saw what she looked like, how old she was, or anything, because she was behind me, and she said, you want to use the bathroom? I said, no, I got to back up. Let me back up. And, please get out of my way. I don't want to run over you. And, oh, you're being very rude. I'm not being rude. You're in my way. Now, I was a bit abrupt with the person, and it turns out it was a little girl, and I didn't hear a little girl voice. I just heard a female voice. I'm going like, and when I went in there, I had to go to the restroom, and good thing I didn't have to go the other way because there was no toilet paper in there. And then a Safeway employee, as I was coming up the counter, came up and chewed me out and yada, yada, yada. You swore at the woman. I said, wait a minute. You swore at the little girl? I don't swear at women. I don't swear at Kathy. I've only sworn at one woman in my life. That's my mother, with ample justification. I'm not going to go into the circumstances. I'd lost 25 pounds. She said something very mean and nasty to me, and I went off on her for about an hour with Kathy sitting there. And after I stopped yelling and screaming because I'd had 60 some years of abuse from verbal abuse from my mother, I walked out, and my mother wanted Kathy to sit there and talk to her, and Kathy said, "Are you crazy? You just gave my boyfriend a ration of crap for the last hour." So here's what I said to her. I said, "I need you to move so I can back the cart up so I don't hit anything." And she goes, "You're being very rude. You're being very rude." Well, I'm not being rude. You're in my way. And if you think I'm being rude when I'm making a statement of fact, then that's your problem. I was very annoyed because she was keeping me from going to the bathroom. And when I got in there, I had to go. And then she went up, and the clerk said she was crying and all this stuff. And I'm going, I don't know who's talking to me when they're behind me, and I can't see who they are. All I heard is a voice. And she said, "Well, you need to be watching what you say next time." And so after I left the store with my stuff, that clerk was going home. I went over and talked to her and said, "Look, first of all, I'm 68. I don't do that sort of thing. I don't know who it was. I never saw her. I didn't know it was a woman. Didn't know it was a little girl. I don't talk to little girls like that either. I don't have a great experience with little girls, except my nieces. I have 3 nieces who are grown up and have children of their own. But I'm not deliberately rude to people, except evil ones. But I couldn't back up because she was in the doorway and I couldn't see past her. And I told her the story about my mother and told her exactly what I said to my mother and what my mother said about me. And it was I lost 25 pounds. I was very happy. My mother said something very cruel. And even Kathy's jaw dropped. And I walked out of my mother's apartment. My mother had this vicious streak when it came to me, and she was never happy. I got an A+ in the 4th grade. My mother goes, "Well, why didn't you get all A's like your sister?" I mean, I was very happy to get an A+. Hard to get an A+ on my report card, and she made me feel like 2 cents. I can't say the word I want to use. So anyway, I never had anybody hold the bathroom door open for me in my life. That was very little, I didn't know it was a little girl. I certainly wasn't rude to her, but I'm going like, I gotta go. You get out of the way so I can back this thing up, grab my backpack and my cane, and go to the bathroom. You keep me from going to the bathroom. So, no, I don't think she told her parents. I don't know. I have no idea. The clerk interacted with her, said she told her she didn't think I was deliberately being mean, which I wasn't. I just was. When she called me rude twice, that frankly ticked me off. You're in my way, and you're not moving out of the way. And I said twice, you need to get out of the way so I can back this thing up, because it will block the door for anybody. There are 2 bathrooms there next door to each other. And no one else be able to get to the second bathroom with a cart in the way. Hello. So, there he is, Mr. Pickle Perkle. Perkle people, pickle people eaters or something. Anyway, hi. Hello, Bobette. Yes, pickle power. Being from Pittsburgh, among the other things, my lost storage was my collection of fine Heinz products and pickles. Heinz ketchup bottle phone, my green Heinz pickle pins, and other Heinz things. So, but you don't expect anybody to. No, she wasn't being disrespectful, but when you say, I should have said please, but my portion of my anatomy, interior portion, was saying, you don't have time for please. So, well, I don't think she was being rude, but she was being a bit dense. Get out of the doorway, let me back the cart up. Thank you for doing this. All of that takes time, which I didn't have. The minute I got in the restroom, I had to go. Now, time for pleasantries, and that's why I was coming up off a bit abrupt. You're keeping me from my goal of using the toilet. And you're standing in the doorway is not going to get out of this chair any faster because I got to back the chair up. Every time I put the chair back there, I hit the bread rack. They have a bread rack. We made too much bread and they mark it down because I can't see the bread rack either. Next time I go down back there, I will go back there. I will park the cart away from the entrance and just get out of the cart. I'm not going to leave my backpack in there. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't that kind of a code. It was the other way, but you know, I had a cup of coffee before I left, and walking the 4 blocks to the bus stop, and Jacob's life in Vegas is on. He's walking live in the Strip. He makes great videos, by the way. I watch everyone. Good channel. And Vegas is going in the toilet with their governor and their lockdown. That's all I'll say about that. So, yeah, here's another problem. That Safeway in the past, before the problems we're having, would lock the bathroom door at night because the kids were going in there and shoplifting. And I had to go all the way back up to the front. Excuse me, I can't get in the bathroom. Oh, we locked the door to keep the kids from stealing. Well, that's fine, but if I gotta go in there now, not take 2-3 minutes to go up front, then have you come back and unlock the door. Yeah, that's Safeway's bathrooms are disgusting. Not all of them, but I've noticed that about stores. You go, you walk into Target, Walmart. I don't care when I go in there. If I get off the bus or out of our car, and I've had coffee, I think there should be a meter when I drink the coffee. There should be something that goes off inside me. Goes ding, 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 ding. You have 3 minutes. You have 2 minutes. You have 1 minute. Bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. I go to Walmart. They got a bathroom in the front. They got a bathroom in the back. I don't care which bathroom I go. There's a guy with a cart with a little yellow thing and cleaning. And I tell him, hey, I got to go. I don't care what you're cleaning. And no matter what you go in the bathrooms, here's a roll of toilet paper. They got those industrial strength paper with that stupid holder where it comes down and you have to reach in and move it over to get the next roll to drop down. Well, I went to Safeway, and good thing I'd have to go. And I was going, the little girl's in there, unless she's washing her hands. What was she using? Because there was no toilet paper in there. So, because she came out of the bathroom. That's what blew my mind. And I've never heard of Quick Trip or Buc-ee's. So, Buc-o's I've heard of. Buc-o's, my pirates. So, but Walmart does do one thing. They do periodically clean the bathrooms. Same with Costco. But locking the bathrooms to keep shoplifters out, is kind of difficult. I don't know what she did. I'm not going to let that comment go. So I'm going to remove 2 comments. That one and the other one. But I've also walked in the bathrooms where someone has deposited things on the floor, and that's gross. And people are slobs. I used to be a janitor. Horrifying bathroom stories I could tell you. Oy, gavo. So, yesterday when I got back from the store pushing 28 pounds of cat litter in the cart, I couldn't move. I was in pain. And that's why you didn't see me. No, it's just, when I've had distress, not by just needing to go to the restroom, but stomach churning, that's caused problems. Kathy is worse than I am. She eats stuff that an hour later attacks her, declares war on her intestines, and she's worse off than I do. And I keep telling her, when she goes out in the car, when we had a car, keep an extra pair of shorts in the car, and she never listens to me. Why should she start now after 43 years? And she told me I was wrong, you were right. I said, I'm always right. So, yeah, well, I don't do those because they keep falling off. I've tried that. Patty gave me some, and I said, they're going to work. So, anyhow, so I rigged something with the iPad because it will not charge, and the problem is if I move it, I've got a pair of tweezers in there, and then 2 quarters and a thing for a screwdriver, electric screwdriver, and that's what pushes on the charging port cable and allows me to have power. So if you see this thing suddenly lose power, you'll know why it's not charging. And I never know if it's going to charge or not. Speaking of which. Well, the problem is not the matter of bulk delivery, it's a matter of paying for it. I can get Amazon to deliver the cat litter. I get that in a day, but I think it's $20 for 40 pounds. Or I go to Costco and get a giant, they have a jug of 42 pounds. And there's no way in hell, even with a good arm, I can carry 42 pounds from the bus the 4 blocks home without keeling over and dying. Or I can get a big, they have this stuff it's in a bag, and it's 35 pounds. And the 42 pounds is more money. And if I stir crazy, we would both go to Smart and Final, Safeway, Walmart, and Costco and load up on cat litter because she goes, and Fuzzy goes in the box all the time. So I will change the box. The first day I sifted, it's okay. The second day, clumping litter gets wet really fast, but Fuzzy loves to use the box. And the other 2 cats use the box too, but nothing like she does. She goes in there every 5 minutes, she's using the box. She goes in there and sits in the box, doesn't even do anything, because she likes to sit in the cat box. And I have other cats do that. So, oh yeah, Kathy would have gone nuts with the little girl. She has no tact when it comes to people in stores, particularly Safeway. She's got problems with Safeway. So I don't do that normally. I'm normally very nice to people. And the clerk said, I said, you know me, I don't act like that normally, but that really irked me to be called rude when I'm not being rude. You know, that commercial, gotta go right now. I had to go. So, the problem with once a month delivery is that would mean $80 for 80 pounds. Each time I got 2 14-pound jugs yesterday. One went in the one box, one went in the other box. And that's all the cat litter I've got now till Tuesday. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a jug of cat litter today. So I have to go out and get more cat litter. Now what I'm going to do Tuesday, I'm going to take the folding cart. I first will go to Nob Hill because I'm tired of not having my coffee creamer. And the only place I can get my Irish cream coffee creamer is Nob Hill. Then I got to wait 40 minutes for the bus. So I'll screw around over there. Get on the bus, my folding cart. Get off the bus at Walmart. Go into Walmart. Get my cat litter. Get my toilet paper. if they have any. Get cleaning supplies, get supply of cat food. Then I'll push the cart onto the bus, and hopefully having 4 jugs of cat litter will not cause the cart to not get up the automatic ramp. And then when I get off the bus, I will wheel it from the, assuming I can push it. It holds 300 pounds, but I don't know if I can push 300 pounds. So, and then I will wheel it by, I'll probably push it down the street. It's relatively, even in the daytime, cars are not zooming along like the freeway. I will stop and feed Tiny One, and I will go over and push it into the driveway of the senior center and feed Orangey and Gray, and then wheel the stuff home, take it up in the elevator, have to fight the line of succulent plants. When I make the corner turn to go down to my apartment, there's all these succulent plants, and always knocking over the shopping cart. And then the next problem, of course, when I get home, is dragging the cat litter into the bathroom. So, no, it holds 300 pounds, so. When it's cold and I stand there and I wait 10, 15, 20 minutes for the bus, the cold makes me need to go to the restroom. That didn't happen. I was young, so it's a matter of age, I think. And these are not, if I had, for next winter, and I hope to lose the weight next year. And having the pressure cooker will help because I take all the skin off. It's healthier eating than the TV. I started eating the TV dinners. I had no way to cook anything easier than the crock pot. I've got 2 crock pots. That takes all night. And the thing with this is to get a pair of line sweats. Of course, the other problem is you sweat to death. And I get a pair of line sweats, or a couple pairs, then... Well, right now we are 50, 60 degrees in a day. Yesterday was an absolutely beautiful day. No clouds in the sky, bright, sunny, no wind, but it was still, a small gust would come and put the chill in the air. While I'm standing there, and walking the bus, I'm panting because I'm allergic to grass. By the time I get to the bus, I'm gasping for air. Then I have to wait for the bus. I'm calling Kathy, and she went out shopping. Well, I haven't had my procedure yet, thanks to the people in the People's Republic. So that all had to get delayed. That's why I just had my MRI done recently. And I have to reschedule that to see about that procedure. I'm not going to go into details. I don't want any. It's way overdue. It should have been done in March. No, I don't think so. But I want to make sure because they said that I had a growth that has to be checked out. It's been 3 years. So it's time to make sure that growth is not malignant. My father had prostate cancer. They caught it in time. Yeah, I've only seen it once years ago. Everybody went blind. It was creepy. Yeah, it's in my colon. But they clipped it off, but they said you have to have it checked out. And then Kathy will have to go with me because they anesthesize and they give you anesthetic. Why don't they name these things something you can pronounce? And they won't let you go home by yourself. So she has to be with me, which is a pain in the ass. And you've got to be there at like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, which is also a pain. I don't know how we're going to do it. Because we may have to get Uber all the way over from here or Lyft. Because there's no way in hell taking the first bus at 5:30 in the morning doesn't get to BART till 6:20, and then it's another hour, 40 minutes to San Francisco, and then another 40 minutes to UC. So we're talking 8 o'clock, and I've told them that I can't make it at 7 o'clock. And that's been the problem with other procedures where I tell them I need afternoon, but they only do this stuff in the morning. Yeah, the BART will take me, but it's 40 minutes to take the bus, 40 minutes to BART, 40 minutes to go to San Francisco, and another 40 minutes to go to UC. So 440, 100, that's 2 hours. More than 2 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think. 40, 80, 120. 120 is 2 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, if we had a car, it would still be 2 hours, but it would be probably 2 hours. This is why we missed the car. And then had my own car and my own license. I could drive myself, but they won't let you leave if you've got anesthetic. So I'm stuck. I've got to have Kathy do it. Well, how would you propose I do that? Every time I do a live stream, I get no donations, no donations. And my videos are being demonetized. To come out, leave California, you've got to have money. And you're talking thousands of dollars, not hundreds. I already know the house I want to buy, but I'm a little short this month. It's over $1 million. Well, enough land even for me. I don't know if Kathy's with me, they'll let me take Uber. They ain't gonna have to. They already know we don't have a car. I ain't gonna pay a fortune for a cab ride. And then Uber, they won't let Uber pick you up unless you have a set destination to go to in the city. If my mother were still alive, I would just go over to my mother's and then immediately hop on the bus. So, but that's the problem. Well, you tell me an alternate platform. There was Utah Gun Exchange, but they were hacked. They were letting people do videos live on weapons and everything else, and their whole site was hacked. Information was stolen from their users. That's the only alternative to YouTube that I was aware of. There may be others. But the question is, will I make any money at it? And I'm not talking about I want to get, millions like Mr. Beast or PewDiePie. That would be nice, but enough to buy another car. And by the way, I looked at the new Silicon Mac Mini. I have not figured out if I would need the music program. Final Cut Pro I would get. The memory in it is ridiculous. It's like 512 megabytes memory, or it's not, or it's 16 megs, 1 terabyte hard drive, no 30-bit or whatever it is, Ethernet, 30 gig Ethernet, just the bare minimum Ethernet. The base model is $699. The next model is $7 or $899. By the time I add all the stuff onto it, $2,200. So, I'm on Parler. Made about 4 posts on there, and I have my podcast, which I need to do. Probably do that after I take my nap. Do a podcast on. I have to look on the iPad to tell you what I'm using for podcasts. I can't remember right now. So, well, I'm not going to discuss Patreon. I was on Patreon. I did videos of 5 or 6 hours repeatedly. I never got a single sponsor. So as far as I'm concerned, Patreon doesn't work for me. So I don't know why, but I'm not going to waste my time. I'm wasting my time here in a sense. I got regulars who never donate any money, and they should. With 1,011,000 views over 9 years, on December 10th or 13th will be 10 years. I should be making at least a couple $100 a month, and I'm not. So, but Patreon's a sore. Every time I do a video, people bring up alternate. Oh, my friend gets money on Patreon. He talks about hamburgers or whatever. Well, it ain't working for me. So I'm not going on there. I wish you'd stop bringing up Patreon. It's aggravating. What's going on here? Oh, Lucky Pharaoh's Christmas cards. So, an alternative to making money online, I haven't figured out yet. And there's all these guys, you can do this to make money. You can buy this program, and they're all, buy my program, and I'll teach you how to buy a house. I'll teach you how to buy, I don't even know how to buy stocks. You know, and they want $500, $600, $700. Why are there no programs for $100? It's a guy like me could afford. Where do you live, graphics? And I don't have any wine. I don't do wine except cooking. I never had acquired a taste for drinking wine. Okay, now, being that I was a kid when I lived in Pittsburgh, I have no idea where York County is. I apologize for my lack of knowledge. Where is York County? Where do you live? I don't, no one's going to know where you live, who you are, or anything like that. But there's a lot of counties in the Commonwealth. And I do not know all of them. Oh, Pennsylvania Dutch. That's back east, like Lancaster or Intercourse or King of Prussia, or where my Snyder's pretzels are that I love, back that way. Never met anybody who was Pennsylvania Dutch, to the best of my knowledge. So welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming on. I really, after we get this car bought and I get a newer Mac, newer would be a 2012 or better, preferably a 2014, so it's supported by Apple. Then I'm going to save up when I get the coin loans out, and I'm going to go back to Pittsburgh. I forgot to call my sister for Thanksgiving. What is this? Oh. I put that in the file. I don't know if they are, but that's one of the things we don't allow to be discussed is those people. Because people started talking about them ad nauseum. To the exclusion of all else. Yeah, finally found my tools for my Spiriva here. East of the Susquehanna, you're on the air. Well, here's a king-size catalog. I don't know when I got it. A lot of their stuff is way overpriced for what it should be. I don't know what they want for my shoes. Oh. New Balance Velcro Walker. $100 normal down to $72. I don't know if that's... and then they have pajamas. Only problem with pajamas, when I get bottoms, they're never quite big enough. I bend over one day and I got brand new pajamas. Bent over and the damn thing split on me. I do need new clothes badly. Yeah, the Susquehanna, east of the Susquehanna. So, anyhow. I don't know what Dutch letter pastries are, Estes. I only know pretzels. Soft pretzels, hard pretzels. That's all I know. Well, I think I'm going to end this. I've got to go feed the cats. And I am still tired from... I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. Penguins in Pennsylvania? Not unless they're in a zoo. I lived in Pittsburgh. I've been to Philadelphia. I've been to upstate Pennsylvania on the way to New York. I never saw any penguins. Although there may have been penguins, like when they had ice skating rinks. They had penguins at one time on Fisherman's Wharf at an ice skating rink. The penguins were actually running around the ice back in the 60s. Oh, you mean the hockey penguins? That's different. I'm talking about little tiny cute penguins, not Mario Lemieux or whatever his name is. And I don't follow hockey, so yeah, go Pens. So I only follow hockey with two things. I pay attention to the Sharks because people are nuts in this area for the Sharks, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. But I have never been a hockey fan. I tried ice skates once and just about killed myself, and I said, that's enough for me. I'm not doing this, you know. You don't hear any Jewish Olympic skaters out there, except for maybe Mel Brooks. With the Fuhrer on ice, but which was funny. But he's far more dexterous than I can be, because having broke my left leg at 14, I'm no way in hell going to put on ice skates, nor am I going to go skiing. I'll go, you go ahead and ski. I'll sit in the what is it, chalet, and have the hot chocolate and the marshmallows and the munchies while I watch you ski and hit a rock or cause an avalanche or something like that. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know why Israel would have a hockey team. This is a puzzlement to me. They're in the desert. Why would they have a hockey team? People do, well, they're European ancestry. Maybe they from Sweden or Finland or Holland or Norway or what's the other place? Sweden, Norway. That is Denmark. One of them. Russia, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Poland. Anywhere where there's ice. There's a Jewish figure skater. Oh my goodness. Well, you guys have more knowledge than I do, but roller skates, I no good at that either. So. So, God, my eye, I hate this. I get dry eye and my eyes start hurting. That was a semi-joke. They play indoors, but where would they get ice in Israel? Other than indoors. I mean, it's not like you can go out and practice. What are you doing? I'm in Tel Aviv waiting for the snow to fall. You're going to have a long wait. Well, I'm not going to talk about Sasha Cohen. Nolan Ryan does baseball. I don't know. I've never heard any talk about him doing skating. So, you want to skate? You want to do any kind of skating? Skate. Oh, I saw one thing yesterday or Friday. And it blew my mind. And I don't know what the weight limit is on it. There were these two young men. They weren't teenagers, but they weren't that much older than 18. And I'm pushing my cart down the street to go cat feeding. I have to lean in the cart because of the condition of my knees. I could not get the leg MRI to work live, so I deleted it. And they go, and they're on motorized skateboards with tail lights. And I went, wow, if I could just do that, I'd have to balance myself, but I wouldn't have to walk to the bus. That would be cool. You need the extra large size skateboard to accommodate your weight, Mr. Senda. And it's made out of concrete. But they had motorized skateboards. I didn't know there was such a thing. This tripped me out. They were going fast, too. I don't know how fast, but how come these guys always have stuff that I never heard of? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't weigh 370 yet. And with the new pressure cooker on Tuesday, once I go get the chicken, the carrots, the celery, what else do I put in there? The potatoes and the broth. And I'm not going to put the whole can of Heinz chicken broth in there. Oh, okay. But I don't care for that. No, I'm not going to put cabbage in there. Cabbage causes problems. I ate the egg rolls, and that causes problems. I like them, but it causes problems. I ate Jack in the Box egg rolls. That doesn't cause problems. One wheel, motorized skateboard one. I didn't see one big wheel. I saw the skateboard, but I didn't see. Whoa, something, I don't know what the hell that was. Something flashed to my screen, some news story. How do you balance in just one wheel? Better hope, though, that I never hit a rock or something, or a bump. You know, a lot of the roads have potholes in them and cracks, and you want to have clear sailing. And I don't see any speed control in those suckers. So how the hell do you slow down? Or I guess you stick your foot out, and then when the friction wears away your shoe, down to your sock, and then down to your bare foot. Or maybe you throw out an anchor. I don't know. Maybe I'd need the Fred Flintstone skateboard, you know, with no not bear, BEAR, BARE, with the just stick my feet for the floor of the skateboard, you know. I don't have an air fryer one. I'm not getting the air fryer one. That'll come later. Wait till Kathy wants an air fryer, and I go, how do you fry with the air? I didn't understand that. So, but there is an Emerald one, which is a pressure cooker, air fryer, and it can do dehydrating. It's in the Stoneberry, but I think it's in this one, or it may be online. I know I saw it somewhere. Let's see. Here it is. This is the Emerald Power Air. No, that's the. It looks like an oven. Emerald Pressure Air Fryer. 6-quart. By the way, I really would like to have the 12-quart, but I can't find one on here. They don't sell one. Pasta, rice, meat, and more. Pressure hook lid, air fry lid, glass lid, steamer rack, stainless steel inner pot, measuring cup, ladle, recipe book. Anyway, this is the one. A Power XL 10-quart Vortex. Sounds serious. Vortex Air Fryer Pro. 10 preset programs. Food with hot air. Toaster, oven, rotisserie, dehydrator, and pizza grill. And I've never had dehydrated pizza, so I don't know how that would taste. So. Yeah, an air fryer. Well, remember, I don't know. I haven't been there in weeks. Remember, I'm doing this on payments because coming up with $70 at one time was difficult for me. So, I'm making a $25 payment on an item is different than going to the store and spending $75. I have an account with Fingerhut. It's limited to about it's limited to $250. I bought the air purifier. I bought the pillow that's too big for the pillowcase and is too hard. And I bought something else, and I've got a couple more payments to make on that, and then I'll look in the Fingerhut and see what else I can buy. Monthly payments for me is the way to go. That way I can pay $25 or $28 a month, and I have the item, and I can use it. So, I have to turn it off at night because it blows out both of them. I got them on the bed. I'm gonna have to move them. After I do some more work in here, move them so that they're not blowing cold air in my face. That's why I turn them off at night, and it makes me not breathe as well. So there is the Honeywell over there, which may not be on. Every time I go by the bed, I pull out the power strip, which controls the electric blanket, which controls the floor lamp, which is another reason why I'd like a house. So I wouldn't have power strips all over the place. No, I haven't done that because it's cold now. There's no reason to be running box fans. When it gets to be about March 1st, I'll go to Home Depot. I'll go look at some videos and tell me what kind of filters to get. And then I'll do something with the box fan. Music box is always fun. I've probably seen that 10 times. There are others. My favorite comedy team. Except for Obama and Biden. So, the two guys, I just look at them and I fall on the floor. Used to go as a child to the Shakey's on Chestnut Street, have my pizza and do my homework, and they would have all these old silent films, or they were silent, they didn't have any sound, but Laurel and Hardy were in there, and I would just crack up. Well, Stanley, there's another fine mess you've gotten me into. And I can't do Stanley's whine, cry, so. But I love that. Yeah, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, another great couple. And watched 2 interviews on the Tonight Show with Tony Randall, and I gotta say that guy was weird. He came up with the weirdest stuff I've ever heard the guests do on the Tonight Show. And Johnny is looking at him like, weird ideas. In the back of my mind, I know the entire Odd Couple. I played Oscar Madison, which is why my house looks like it does. Hey, Ralph. Whole nother story. And not all these voices in my head. It's all old TV shows. Oh, it certainly is. Abbott and Costello are funny too, but it's kind of like it's not the same. The one routine they do, it's very hard to find on YouTube, is the mustard. I'm losing the signal for some reason. Could I be being hacked? I don't know. Costello said he didn't like mustard, and Abbott goes through this whole thing where the entire United States economy is destroyed because Costello doesn't like mustard. So, okay, I am getting tired, so I'm going to end this one. Have a great day, people, and stay dry and cool and or warm and dry. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. I will catch you next time, and I think I'm going to go and take a nap. And please donate to the channel so I can feed the kitties when I come on next time. Nobody ever donates in here, and it really is very disconcerting. Yarg. Yes, where is Barnacle Bill? So, all right. Catch you later.